Hello, this is Real Developers and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm gonna give you a walkthrough from Tryhackme. It's a room in Tryhackme which is called Ignite, and it's a cool room which has a web server and running a CMS. So enough for the talking, and I just want to encourage you, if you're a beginner, to follow along with the course, or you can subscribe to the channel because I'm preparing a video for beginners, both for programming and hacking. So you should always know how to code, because if you're a hacker and you should know how to code, you should know how to let your own script, you should know how to get your own tools. Enough for the talking, and let's just get things started. Okay, now as you see, I've deployed the server already, and let's just copy the IP address and get let's scan this web server. Now I split my terminal into 4 so that I just want to see things when I'm running everything commands. Now let me start with nmap here. We start with nmap sc v, and this is just the same as nmap c like this v. Okay, so don't get it twisted. I just did this because nmap also accepts this argument here. Let's just get things done here. So let's scan this box quickly to find what ports or services are running in this box. So now we got a hit from port 80, which is a web server, and let's go check it out. What is in this web server? So now the page is loading, and I just like keeping stuff in the background while other stuff is going on. So now I just want to let's check what directories we can find in this web server. So I have a pretty cool tool here which can do all those stuff for me, which is called dir search. It's a Python 3 tool. This is just a location to my tools, all my stuff here. I just want to keep I just want to stay organized, so to keep all my tools in one directory, so like it's gonna be easy to find. So now this is dir search. So if you want to find dir search, you want to get it to onto your Kali, just go to Google. I'm using DuckDuckGo. So you type dir search GitHub, so that you can find the repository to clone this tool from. So you click on this first hit, and you can get a tool. Okay, so now let's brute force our directories here. See, nmap has finished running, and we already see what port open. Okay, so we're gonna use few argument here with dir search, which is but if you want to see all the argument, you just type tag h, and you see all of the argument that you should use. And it has cool argument though, so I recommend this tool to you. I just know the argument that I'm gonna use, so no need for me to look at the help menu. So I'm gonna use the SHU for the URL, http. Okay, so, and -e for extensions, but I always like doing all extension, because let me just get things okay for you to see my full screen. I like doing this star. The star here stands for everything, so I want to brute force everything, including I know this website is running a PHP script, but I just want to find everything, including txt files, directories, folders, and everything. So maybe some directories you can do for the enumeration and find some good stuff, some important stuff there. So it's always good to keep that. So I want to keep my trend to make it go faster. And also this tool has a built-in word list, which is command.txt, and if you want to use a word list also, you can use your own word list apart from that, but I just want to keep it going, and I want to keep it I don't want to waste time, so I just want to keep it short to use the word list. It's pretty cool, has many stuff. And So since we get this bad boy started, and let's go poke around the web server and see what is in the web page. Now we have a welcome message which is telling us to welcome to Fuel CMS, and this is a CMS. Okay, and now we notice that it's a Fuel CMS and it's a version 1.4, and also we have things here and some information it's telling us. I think it's linking some internal directories, which are these directories. I think this are interested directories. So whenever I do pen testing, I like taking notes, so because I don't want to forget stuff when I go ahead. When I'm moving on, I don't want to forget stuff, so it's always good to keep notes so that you can keep tracks of important things. So I just want to name it CMS for short, and the name content, it doesn't matter. And this is just Cherry Tree. I'm using Cherry Tree to take notes. Okay, it's a cool tool, a cool software which you can use to get notes. And let me just copy this URL here because we might use it later. Okay, so I think we are done here now, and what again. Okay, so now we have the version here, so let's just copy and search for this version for exploit, because this may be vulnerable. And let's see. So you can do the same thing here and just go to Google, paste this the CMS and the version, and type exploit. If we are lucky and we get a hit. Okay, now we found a hit. We have remote code execution here from exploitdb. Okay, now let's go check it out and see what we can find here. So we have a Python 3 exploit here, as this exploit, which is written in Python 2. Sorry, it's a Python 2 exploit, and let's just copy it and test what this exploit can do. Okay, so I copy the exploit. Let me just clear my terminal. Let me clear everything because we don't have use for that also anymore. And let's see let's just name it exploit, because the name content doesn't matter. exploit.py because it's Python, and let's see what this exploit is doing. So now as we read, this is just details about the exploit, but it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter though. So the important stuff here is we need to do a modification for this exploit to work. So we have this URL here, and we're just gonna put there our server's IP, so we can direct the exploit to that. And we see cool stuff here also. Okay, it's doing this, and it's asking also for a proxy. Okay, so one good thing here is I'm gonna do this box in two ways. Okay, first let's do it without burp suite, and second we're gonna look at this exploit because we're gonna look at how to do it with burp suite also. So for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna comment this out because we are not gonna use we're gonna use a proxy yet. So let's get rid of this thing here. So, and okay, I think everything should be working fine now. If we have error, we can just go check it out again. So Python 2, okay, just a Python and exploit. Let me see if we have code education here. It's kind of slow. I just typed ls to list the content in this server. Okay, so now we finally have a code execution here, because look, it listing some internal directories, and it's erroring now HTML here. So it doesn't matter though. What matter is we have code execution here. So now let's go around and find our PHP reverse shell, because this box is running a PHP. So I have web shells in my Kali. Let me just find them. So let's look for PHP. Okay. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, so let me just make a directory real quick, because whenever I'm hosting a web server, a local web server, I used to work in www, so that I know that I'm in a web server. So now I'm gonna copy this to this path here, and gonna remain, because this name is just too hard to memorize. So I'm gonna keep the name short here, because the name doesn't matter, you can name it whatever. Okay, and we need to do few modification with the script also. So let me just search for my IP here, because we're gonna need it. I'm using a VPN and ton 0, so I'll just type ton 0 to reveal my IP here. This is my IP, and let's come to script here. So we're gonna replace this localhost here with my IP address. Okay, and the port with any port number, but I just like 9001. So let me save this. Okay, and now let me host local server, which is Python local server. Okay, I think it's gonna. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna transfer the script here in this box, since we have a code execution in this box here. So we're gonna transfer our script to this box, and then later browse to that file. We're gonna upload. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use a program called wget to transfer the script to the box. Okay, so let's use wget. With our IP and our ports, which is 8000, then .php or script, because if we got a hit here, we're gonna see it through our web server. So we hit enter, and we got a hit 200, which is okay. Let's just wait for it to finish. Okay, I think it is finished now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have netcat to listen to this port, and I'm just gonna use a cool tool which is called wrap, and it's just like, I just want to have the functionality of moving my up and down arrow keys. Okay, so it's really helpful. So if you want to get this tool, you can just type here this from the Kali repo. I think, but I already have it installed, so no need to install it twice. So let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna listen to my port here, then browse to the file. So let's see, we get a hit. Okay, now we got a reverse shell, we got a hit here. So you see, this is how we're gonna do it without Metasploit, and now without burp suite. Now let me show you again how you can get a shell with burp suite. Okay, so I have burp suite installed in my Kali, and let me just fire it up so that I can show you pretty cool stuff here. Okay, burp suite is finished running. So now okay, I'm in the box, and I'm gonna kill this shell, because I'm gonna use burp suite again to get the same shell here. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have let's copy that. Let me kill this thing real quick here. Let's go copy the exploit again. Okay, so now I get ally there, so I just Control C to copy to my clipboard. Let me just give it a name, burp. I told you name doesn't matter, you can give it whatever you want. So now only thing here we need to edit here is the URL. Let's direct it to point to the vulnerable web page. Let's take the IP address and okay. So now I think here everything is fine, and what we're gonna do, we need this proxy because we are not going to remove it because we wanna do this box through how the heck I like Metasploit through burp suite. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this because I know what this is doing is just asking us for input, and I'm gonna do it manually. Let's just say who am I, so that's we can notice when we have a code execution in the box. Okay, so now I have my Metasploit my burp suite here. Okay, I think everything should be working fine now, and let's fire up this exploit. Okay, now we get a request from burp suite, and let's send it to repeater because we want to do this a couple of times. Okay, so we send it finally to repeater. Let's see what this thing is doing here. I say let's read from this URL here, and this is just URL encoding everything here, and this is a command. This is a command that we entered earlier. So we see here a command, we know that something interesting is happening in this area. So what we're gonna do here is first let's just send this let's send it to get a response to see if indeed we have a code execution here. So now we've sent the response, and see we get back a hit which is www data. We notice that we have code execution here in the box finally. So we're gonna do, we know that something is happening here, interesting thing is happening here. Okay, so let's do the same method to host our web server. Okay, so which will host with our shell script, and we're gonna use wget here again. Let me just search for my IP. Okay, on the ports, so we got rev.php also. So now for this to work, we need to URL encode it. Control U. Okay, and now let's go back and listening with ncat. Let's see if we can get a hit here. Okay, and we send it, and it's good stuff. We don't have any response back, and it's telling us here we have a hit, we strong rate, and it's good. Let's check, and we Okay, so let's just browse to that again and see. Finally we get a response back, we got a hit. So now we are in the box. We have showed you the two methods we use to get shell in this box. Okay, so the first thing I do whenever I got shell in the box, I would like to have a stable shell, which is the TTY, because why you need to have a TTY or stable shell, because you can, with this shell here now we can do like this S3 words. No, you can. So it's telling you that you must have you must like just look at the area. So what, and you can also clear your screen. So okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna check if we have Python installed in this box. Okay, let's say Python. Oh, we have a Python here. So let me just get a TTY quickly. A Python TTY. Let's see. I always get this command mixed up. Maybe this time around I'll get it straight. Okay, now we see we are download data, and this is a Ubuntu box. So what we're gonna do next, I don't want to run like this STTY, because anytime I do that, it's giving me issues. So I think everything is fine for now. So but still we don't have functionality to clear our screen yet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna export our variable here, which is term equals to x term. Okay, so now we should be able to clear. Yeah, so anyway, so let's remember I told you that keeping notes is good. So now we, in the web page, we saw something interesting. Okay, that's why I take it here, and we saw this directory here. Now let's go and check this thing out. Let's see what information that we can find in this directory. So I'm in a box, and let's just poke around. Let's go into the web directory, which is var HTML. Let me just www HTML, yeah, and okay, so here we are, and let's find our Fuel CMS. We have it. This is the directory of the CMS. Okay, this the path, this db.php is telling us that it is in the Fuel CMS and application config. Okay, so let's go get it. So now we go into the Fuel and list out this application. I know this video is taking longer, but just patient, and we are coming to an end now. So let's find the config file. And we have a lot of directories here, a lot of files here. So we just look for the database. Okay, so database.php, because we know that we must find some queries there. So because whenever you see this database.php, and this is this script is connecting directly to the to a database, so just curious to check this out. So if we can't find anything here, or we don't find anything in this file here, we're gonna check the other files. We have a lot of files to check. So as you see now, we have this file here is reading yeah, it's a connection to a database, and we have a query. We have query here. Okay, so we have roots. What have I done? I just killed my terminal. Oh, gosh. I don't know how I did that. Just killed my terminal. Okay, I got it back. So let me just get things done quick. Okay, and just get a state UI. Okay, all right, we are back again. Let me just go into this directory. I don't want to waste time poking around. Okay, we're good. So we called the DB. Okay, we found some queries here, and look at it. This is a query to the database, to log into the database. But administrators just do this mistake. They try to reuse passwords. So we're gonna test first to su as root, and if we don't have success, there we try another thing. I have queries in a box or from a file. I tried this first, this to su, to escalate to another user. So let's build the query and let's see what we can have. Okay, I think we're gonna get a hit back. Okay, finally we are in the box, and we have roots in the box. Wow. So now you can go around and have the flags, but I can't show you the flags though. You can go get it for yourself. So go into www.data, because that's the user that you have. Okay, this is another flag, and if you want to have the root flag, just go into roots, and this is the box. So thank you for watching, and subscribe if you like this video. Subscribe to this channel for more updates, and see you next week.